Hello, and thank you for rolling with BJ today. Today we're doing chicken and rice, and we're gonna do it in the oven. So I just washed the chicken. I'm using chicken thighs, skin on. Okay, so we're gonna boil them for 2 hours, and then we're gonna debone them, and then we're gonna put the chicken and the rice in the oven together. Here's the seasonings we're gonna use: garlic powder, seasoned salt, black pepper, and accent salt. I forgot I shouldn't raise them so high. And
You
we're
didn't
gonna put
even raise the
some
seasoned salt at all.
seasoned salt. And then we're gonna use Nuco margarine. Later, in about 1 hour, we're gonna chop up some onion and put off in the water with the chicken. Okay? So, as I said, I've already washed the chicken. So we're just gonna put them off in this pot. And depending on how much chicken and rice you want to cook, depends on how much chicken you want to use. Now, I'm using chicken thighs today, but sometimes I use chicken quarters, like the leg and the thigh connected. You can also use those. To be honest, you could use any parts of the chicken you want, but due to the fact that I'm going to debone the chicken, there's no need in me doing like chicken wings or something like that have a lot of bones in it. So, and I don't want to use boneless, skinless chicken. Why? Because I want to get the flavor out of this skin and everything. So I'm just going to finish rinsing this chicken. I'm almost done. I got about maybe 12. I didn't count them, but it's quite a few. It's not less than 12 chicken thighs. I'm going to wash my hands, season it up, and we'll be good to go. Okay, and remember, you want to leave it on for about 2 hours before even considering. You want it to be like falling off the bone, so you won't have a lot to do when you start deboning it. And the seasoning, it's totally up to you. I put how much I think I need. So, I mean, some people may not be able to handle a lot of seasoning, so you won't put a lot. But in our case, we good. So you just put a generous amount of seasoning in. And you always start with less in case you need to add more. But if you start with more, you can't take away. So you definitely want to start with less than what you think you may need. Because as a chicken cook, you can always taste the broth and see if you need to add any more. Okay, so we got this chicken seasoned up. Now we're gonna just fill the pot with cold water and just let the water run on the side, not all on top of the chicken. Just let the water run on the side of the chicken in the pot. Fill it up, put it on like medium-high fire. Set your timer for 2 hours and go on about your business. But what I'm going to do is, like I said, in about an hour, I'm coming back because I'm going to chop up some onion and put in there just to help with the flavor. So what I'm going to do, this is just Nuco margarine or butter, whichever one you want to call it.
No, it's margarine.
I'm going to just cut up some slices and drop off in here just to give it flavor. And there we go. Time to put it on the fire. Medium-high fire. I'll see you back in an hour. Okay, that's how much water that's in the pot. And also, we're cooking with the lid off. Okay, the lid off for now. We're back. It's been an hour. So now you want to take a knife and stick it in the chicken. Just to see how done it is. So we got another hour. So right now we're going to add these onions. I just cut up a half an onion. You don't have to dice it up small. It's going to just cook and give it more flavor. So I didn't cut it up really small. I just cut it up in nice little chunks. So now we're going to see the water has boiled down. So we're going to come back and check it in another hour. You can still leave your fire at the same temperature. And now I'm going to put the lid on it. I'll see you back in an hour. Okay, you want to preheat your oven on 365, maybe about 30 minutes before your chicken get done. And you want to start soaking your... It's an hour before my chicken is ready. So I'm going to start soaking my Uncle Ben converted rice. I have 2 cups. I'm going to start soaking it. I'm going to soak it in cold water. So you just put your rice in a bowl and just let it sit. And preheat your oven to 365. And I'm going to do that in about 30 minutes. And then I'll be back. Okay, our chicken is done. See how much water boiled out? Now it's down to a half a pot of water. So now we're just going to take this off the stove and we're going to debone this chicken. And then we're going to put the chicken and rice in the pan and put it in the oven. I'll be right back.
Go.
I have the chicken in a bowl. And this is why I use the thighs. Because look how easy it is. It's one bone. All I got to do is just get all the meat off of one bone. Just skim through. Okay, I'm going to continue to debone this chicken, and then I'll come back and show you how I make my sauce and how we're going to put this in the oven and make it all one. Okay, I have deboned my chicken. It was actually 10 chicken thighs, you guys. 10 chicken thighs I used. So now I'm going to take this measuring cup and go dip over here. Get some broth. And I'm going to pour it over my chicken. Now I'm going to take the rice that's been soaking in cold water. I'm going to rinse it. So I'm gonna let it sit like this and let that excess water drain off of it. I'm gonna take a can of cream of mushroom soup. You can use cream of mushroom, cream of celery, or cream of broccoli, or cream of chicken. Either one, whichever one you prefer. I prefer this one. I'm gonna open that. I have tried this with the chicken and celery, cream of celery. I've tried it with the cream of broccoli. It tastes the same with all of them. Now I'm going to take some more broth. I'm going to pour it off in there and just mix it together. Okay, so now we're gonna put this rice over in the pan. You're gonna spread this evenly in the pan. I'm going to layer the chicken. Rice gonna get. Okay, you can use all of it or you can use just half of it. I think I'm gonna go on and use all of it because I use 2 cups of rice, and you know rice swell up. So you want to stir your sauce around, loosen it up. Now I'm just going to go on and pour the last of this broth that I put in the cup over it. Now I'm going to pour my mixture over it. But first, you know what? I didn't taste the broth, but I think I want to add a little more seasoning before I put it in. This is optional. Now, if you taste your broth and you know whether you want more seasoning or not, that's fine. I didn't taste mine, and I could have tasted it before I got this far, but a little more seasoning, not gonna hurt. Now I'm just gonna pour this all over the top.
Mommy,
actually, I think I want just a little more broth. So I'm gonna go back over here and get a little more, and I'll be right back. So what you want to do is you want to make sure everything is covered. The chicken and the rice is completely covered. Now keep in mind that rice was not cooked. It was just soaking in cold water, but it was not cooked. Just give it a little shake. Cover it up with your lid. Now, if you don't have something like this to cook it in, use that heavy duty aluminum foil and cover it and put it in the oven, it worked just the same, okay? I'm sorry. I want to add a couple of slices of margarine in mine just to give it that little smooth taste. Let me find a knife. Be right back. Now, actually, you could have mixed your margarine, melt the margarine, and mix it into your sauce, your cream of mushroom and your broth. You could have mixed it in there as well. Okay, now we're ready for the oven. I have my oven preheated on 365. And like I told you before, you can use heavy duty aluminum foil. And you're going to start this off 45 minutes in the oven. And I still have some broth left. And I'm going to save this broth. I'm going to put it in a jar and save it.
Bless you.
Thank you. Excuse me. Because I'm making dressing, chicken and dressing next week. So I'm going to use that broth next week. Muffins in there. Okay, so you just want to stick this in the oven for about 45 minutes. And we'll be back to check on it. No, we're not going to start talking.
You can start talking.
No. Okay, 45 minutes. Let's see what's going on.
Move back, Keith.
Yeah. Okay, you don't want to stir it too much. Just like move it around a little. Okay, it's coming along very nicely. Now, I like the way mine look, but if yours don't have enough juice in it, if you saved your broth, you could always add more to it. What I'm going to do is leave mine in here about 25 more minutes. 20 to 25 more minutes, and then they'll be done. Because we pretty much was just letting the sauce cook in with everything and cooking the rice. The chicken was already done. So about 20 to 25 more minutes, we'll come back.
Go ahead.
It's actually been 15 minutes and I'm going to take it out. I don't want it to be dried out. So 15 minutes longer, so 45 and 15, so actually it's been an hour altogether. See, I just wanted it nice and smooth, but not dry. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is a meal. You have chicken and rice cooked in the oven. And I'll be back with the name very shortly. Enjoy that look. Okay, so the name of the chicken and rice, so here's the whole meal. But the name of the chicken and rice is called BJ Chicken and Rice Shuffle. So thanks for rolling with BJ in the kitchen. Thank you for joining me. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed the recipe. Hit the like button, subscribe, share with a friend, leave a comment or request, and I'll see you in the next video.
See you in the next video.